Good morning, Deneld hunters, and happy Monday, September 12th. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Please stand if you are able to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is the first weekly win slide, and this is going to be a collection of information and announcements that will help you navigate your week successfully. Just a reminder, right now we are currently in a no move period during win. We will be moving in the weeks to come, so stay tuned for more information on that. Since it is Monday, it's attendance check Monday. Remember, you will lose credit on your 9th unexcused absence in a class. Unexcused absences also impact your hunter license privileges. With that in mind, make sure and log in Infinite Campus during WIN and check your attendance for the last week. If you see any yellow or red, it can and will impact your credit for class and school privileges, such as open lunch and prom, etc. Contact your teacher or your parent or guardian if you need an absence or tardy corrected. Keeping your attendance clean preserves your privileges and your credit. Speaking of attendance recovery is available Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week from 3:30 to 4:20 in the Media Center. Please check in no later than 3:30 and leave all food and beverages in the commons or in your backpack. Attendance recovery is for students who have unexcused class hours or unexcused tardies and need to make up time to be eligible for your hunter license and or to avoid an incomplete and credit loss in one or more of your classes. You can recover one unexcused class period or up to 5 unexcused tardies each time you attend attendance recovery. Students who have one or more incompletes from last spring, you have until September 30th, that's a Friday, to complete your attendance recovery to restore your grade and credit for your classes. If you have 10 or less unexcused class hours, you can attend in-person attendance recovery after school. If you have 11 or more unexcused class hours, you must complete the online Attendance Recovery Canvas course. To sign up for the online Canvas course, or if you have questions about how many hours you need to recover, please send an email to Ms. Jarvis at the email on your screen. And again, just to drive this point home, attendance recovery is due September 30th if you're working to get credit back from an incomplete from last spring. After that date, any incomplete will become permanent and will have an impact on your GPA, athletic eligibility, and progress towards graduation. Hunter license. Last week, you talked about the responsibilities you have as a hunter and how the hunter license allows you to access the privileges of Deneld, including attending home football games, open lunch, and homecoming events. The first privilege of the hunter license is coming up this Friday, September 16th, as our varsity football team takes on Rockridge at PSS. To purchase a ticket for the game, you must have both your hunter license home game pass, which you can see pictured here, as well as your school ID. How do you get your home game pass, you ask? We will be looking at your grades, attendance, behavior for Friday, September 9th through Thursday, September 15th. You must meet the following responsibilities: passing grade in all your classes, no more than 2 unexcused class periods, that's total, not per class. No more than 3 unexcused tardies. Again, that is total, not per class. And that does include both WINs and study halls. No more than 3 minor and or 1 major behavior referral, and no assigned OSS time. Students who are eligible for their hunter license for the Friday game will receive their home game pass and their WIN on Friday, September 16th. Thinking ahead for those who plan to attend the homecoming game and or dance, as well as juniors and seniors who want to maintain their open lunch privilege, here are your responsibilities for the month of September. Pass your classes, that's all of them with a passing grade. No more than 3 unexcused class periods, that's total, not per class, and again includes WIN and study halls. No more than 4 unexcused tardies, total. No more than 5 minor or 3 major behavior referrals and no assigned OSS time. We will look at your grades, attendance, behaviors at the end of the day on September 29th. You will receive eligibility notice during WIN on September 30th. Chromebook distribution. We made great progress getting Chromebooks distributed last week due to the hard work of our staff, the patience of our students, and the parents and guardians who completed the blended learning form. We will continue to distribute Chromebooks this week to students out of room 1215. To receive a Chromebook, each student must have a signed blended learning agreement form completed. Parents and guardians can fill the form out online here or bring a completed and signed paper form to Robin or Jody. Bringing a signed paper form to the distribution room is also acceptable. If filling out the online version, the student ID must be correct or the form will not update Infinite Campus correctly. And remember, student IDs are your lunch numbers. Beginning of the year reminders and updates. The building, remember, hours are Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 3:45. All students and visitors enter through the main doors. And just as a reminder, do not open any locked door for staff or students. No food deliveries during lunch. Denfeld will not be accepting food deliveries before or during either lunch. In addition, juniors and senior students who are eligible and allowed to leave during lunch cannot bring food back into the building when they return. Thank you for your cooperation. Schedule changes have ended. Students can no longer switch a class for another one this semester. Students only have the option to drop for a study hall. Students will have until September 19th to drop a class for a study hall this semester. Seniors, your grad picks are due by October 31st. There are posters with a QR code all over school for you to access the submission form, or you can use the link in this presentation. Hunters, now is the time to buy your 2023 yearbook. They are currently $65, but the price goes up after September 16th. You can order them online and even set up a payment plan if you choose. You can use the link provided here. The deadline to register to join the Clay Hunters trap shooting team is today at noon. Please see the activities athletics page on the Denfeld website for more information. There are fall play editions for She Kills Monsters. There are links here for the lines to prepare for your audition, a form to fill out prior to your audition, as well as a place to sign up for your audition spot. Auditions will be September 19th and 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the lecture hall. The Denfeld So What Club meets Tuesdays after school in room 2407E from 3:45 to 5:15. You can learn basic skills, improve current ones, and work on creative projects. Materials are provided at no cost and no experience is necessary. You can email the staff member with any questions. Register for Driver's Ed ASAP. There is online driver's education available to students with an ISD 709 email address who are 15 or older. Students can sign up for the online course at the website provided here, www.duluthcommunityed.org. The course starts September 19th. Hurry before it fills up. Juniors and seniors want to learn more about becoming a junior Rotarian? Juniors and seniors who are in good standing and have a minimum GPA of 3.0. If you are interested in hearing more about junior Rotarians, please email Ms. Ham ASAP for an invite to the informational meeting. Goals, or gathering our leaders, determining solutions. We are looking for a diverse group of 24 students to provide feedback and input into how to make Denfeld a better place for all. The goal of Goals will be to include students in problem solving and create regular communication and participation so students can see progress being made based on their feedback. This group will meet regularly with the schedule yet to be finalized, and students can apply using the link in this presentation, as well as the link that was shared out in yesterday's newsletter. All 10th grade WINs will meet in the auditorium this Wednesday, September 14th, for information on the Discover Healthcare Fair field trip. All 10th graders need to bring their Chromebook to that WIN meeting and their curiosity. Class meetings during WIN in the auditorium this week will be seniors on Thursday, September 15th. Next week, juniors will be on Tuesday, September 20th, sophomores Wednesday, September 21st, and freshmen Thursday, September 22nd. Finally, next week, we have the High Day Homecoming Candidate Introduction Assembly, which will be Friday, September 23rd during WIN. We have a special opportunity this week, Hunters. The Minnesota Humanities Center and local sponsors are providing Denfeld students and staff a rare opportunity to see and learn from a live professional performance. Kumbaya, the Juneteenth story, will be performed for students and staff in our auditorium on Friday, September 16th from 9:15 to 11:15. The performance will last 90 minutes and will be followed by a 30-minute question and answer session. In 2021, Juneteenth, or June 19th, became a national day of observance. The play, written by Rose McGee, offers meaning to the observance and insight into our current social injustice as it addresses a time in our history when news was withheld that Black people were no longer enslaved in this country. In addition, the play will be performed for the general public the same night, on Friday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Please see the information on the flyer on this page as well as watching this short video from the creator of Kumbaya, Rose McGee.
Hello, my name is Rose McGee, and I'm here to tell you about a play that you do not want to miss. By now, everyone has heard the word Juneteenth, right? Yes, it's a national holiday, but do you really understand what it means? Kumbaya, the Juneteenth Story, is a play that I wrote almost 30 years ago. Can you believe that? Well, the great news is, thanks to several wonderful sponsors, we are bringing the production of Juneteenth to you on Friday, September 16th. Our community-based cast of youth, elders, young adults, vocalists, and musicians are really excited to perform 2 shows for you, 9:15 a.m. for students and 7 p.m. for the community audience. The play will be held in your historic theater right there at Deneld. And to quote a character from the play, the distinguished ancestor, Frederick Douglass, freedom is a spiritual situation. African people might have been chained and bound in shackles for almost 300 years, but some always understood the meaning of freedom. Although Kumbaya, the Juneteenth Story, reflects a well-kept, painful narrative in the United States history, the talented cast does an excellent job presenting an uplifting and inspirational story created to educate everyone about the essence of humanity that connects all people and the continued hope that navigates us through Black freedom struggles. I look forward to seeing you in Duluth at Deneld High School on Friday, September 16th. Onward.
The Deneld trivia question of the week: what date, month, and year was Snapchat developed? If you think you know the answer, put your guess on a piece of paper and throw it in the trivia answer bucket in the main office for a chance to win a gift card. Some acknowledgements this week. Thank you to our link leaders for helping our freshmen find their way around school the first day and week. Thank you for your example of care and leadership. Also, thank you to all of you, hunters, who helped make our first week of school smooth as we learn systems and expectations for how we show up around Deneld High School. Looking at the bulletin this week, fall sports and activities are in full swing, and there are simply more here than I can highlight, with one exception. This Tuesday, September 13th, the boys and girls varsity soccer teams are hosting Hermantown here for a varsity doubleheader. The boys will play at 5:30 against Hermantown here at PSS, followed by the girls at 7:30. Please come and wear your maroon and gold. And we're going to start taking a trip back through our Hall of Famers from the very beginning. And by beginning, I mean the beginning of this school. Yes, you may recognize Scott Foster, who was a principal here at Deneld High School from the springtime. But given the school year has started afresh and anew, we're going to start going back through some of the founding people from this school. Mr. Foster is responsible for a high school being built here in West Duluth. As principal of Irving Elementary, he asked the school board for years to start a high school here. After years of persistence, it was granted that one floor of Irving would become known as the Duluth Industrial High School in 1905. By 1915, the school district built a new high school in West Duluth, which is across Central Avenue from the new Laura MacArthur Elementary School where the tennis courts are now. The building was named for retiring Duluth Superintendent Robert Deneld. Mr. Foster made it his goal to become the first principal of the high school and did so before retiring in 1916. The graduating class of 1917 wrote in the Oracle, "It is hoped that Denfeld, in its successful future, will not forget the true friendship that Mr. Foster has shown." And we haven't. The question for you, hunters, is how high will you soar? We will be doing check-in circles during Mondays and Win as well. Some basic expectations of doing a check-in circle, and many of you may be familiar with these from your time at Lincoln Park Middle School. Speak when you have the talking piece. Listen when you don't. You can always choose not to respond by saying pass when the piece comes to you. Speak from your heart. Speak for yourself from your own point of view and based on your own experiences. Don't share information that doesn't belong to you. Listen with your heart. Listen to what others say without judgment or assumption. Listen to understand and not just to respond. Speak with respect. Be mindful of the words you use when sharing your thoughts. Make sure your body language reflects respect. Say just enough without feeling rushed. Say what you need to say to respond to the prompt to serve the circle in a good way. Keep in mind the limits of time and make room for everyone to share. Remain in circle. Be physically and mentally present and engaged in the conversation. And finally, honor privacy. Things shared in circle need to remain in circle. Do not share what others talk about during circle. Prompts for the weekly check-in circle number 1 are, what weather pattern would you use to describe your current mood? Share a highlight or a challenge from your first week of school, and share something you are looking forward to this week. Hunters, that's all we have from this side of the screen. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you same time, same place next week.